In 1896, a 35-year-old doctor and novelist was marched to a field in Manila at dawn and shot dead by the empire he has spent his life exposing with a pen. This is the story of José Rizal, the pen against the empire. The Philippines in 1861 was a colony 3 centuries deep under Spanish rule. The Catholic Church controlled land, education, and thought. The local population, the Indios, existed to serve, to pay, and to stay silent. José Rizal was born into a relatively comfortable family, educated, mixed heritage, ambitious, but comfort did not protect him from the truth of what he saw around him. Arbitrary arrest, forced labor, priests who acted like landlords. A people told, generations after generations, that their inferiority was God's design. Rizal refused to accept that story. He could have stayed quiet. He was brilliant enough to succeed inside the system. A doctor, polyglot, fluent in over 10 languages. Instead, he went to Europe and picked up the most dangerous weapon available to a colonized man in the 19th century: words. In 1887, he published Noli Me Tángere, Touch Me Not, a novel, a mirror held up to Philippine society under colonial rules. Corrupt phrase, stolen land, a people gaslit into believing their own oppression was natural. The Spanish colonial government was furious. The church demanded it be banned. Rizal's family back home faced harassment and arrest. He published a sequel anyway, The Reign of Greed, darker, angrier, a story about what happens to a people when reform is denied and only revolution remains. He wasn't just writing fiction, he was building into the consciousness of the Filipino people. Rizal understood something that every political organizer since has had to reckon with. You cannot free people who do not yet believe they deserve to be free. His writings did not just criticize Spanish rule. He told Filipinos, you have a culture, a history, a dignity that no colonial decree can erase. Back in Manila, he founded La Liga Filipina, a civic society pushing for equality, rights, and reform through legal means. Not yet a revolution, he believed the pen could still work. The Spanish colonial authorities disagreed. Within days of La Liga founding, Rizal was arrested and exiled to Dapitan, a remote town in Mindanao, isolated, watched, and silenced. But the movement he helped ignite kept burning. The Katipunan, a revolutionary society, rose up while Rizal sat in exile. His books were their scripture. When the revolution erupted in 1896, Spain needed a symbol to crush. Rizal had tried to distance himself from the armed uprising, but that didn't matter. He was tried before a military tribunal. The verdict was decided before the trial began. On the 30th of December 1896, at Bacumbayan Field in Manila, José Rizal was executed by firing squad. He was 35 years old. He had asked to be shot facing the firing squad, a soldier's death, not a criminal's. They made him face away. He turned his body at the last moment so he could fall facing the sky. The night before he died, he wrote a poem hidden inside an alcohol lamp and smuggled out by his sister. He called it My Last Farewell. No plea, no bitterness, a love letter to his country. Empires have always understood that the most dangerous revolutionary is not the one who carries a gun, but the one who makes people believe a different world is possible. They shot José Rizal to silence him. Instead, they make him immortal. The Filipino declared independence in 1896. Rizal is recognized as the nation's national hero. And here is a picture of me in the Philippines when I went to visit the monument of this great man.